Hi there, in this brief overview, we're going to give you a rundown of how to create your AMP assessment. Building an AMP assessment involves 4 key processes. Part 1 is building your question bank. Part 2 is building the assessment. 3, distributing the assessment. And finally, 4 is analyzing your data. In this video, we're going to give you an overview of what's involved in building your question banks. Once inside of Schoology, you'll want to go to your resources menu and select assessment. In the assessment area, this is where we have built assessment teams for each of the key departments. In this example, we're going to use science as our example. So I'll click on high school science, and you'll notice that within science, it's arranged by the key subject areas, such as chemistry, biology, and so on. You will go inside of your specific subject folder, and then within there, you will find a folder titled Question Banks. It should be highlighted in red. When you open up the question bank folder, you will notice that we have question banks that are labeled by the standards. It's best for us to organize these question banks by the individual standard, and your curriculum teams and digital learning teams in our assessment department have put these question banks together, labeling them by standards. So when you create a question, the test questions will go inside of these question banks. So for example, I'm going to open up the first question bank here and add my question. You can see there's already one added here. I'm going to go ahead and choose Add Question, and for time's sake, I'm going to add a very basic multiple choice question. So here, this is where you would put the text for that question. I'm just going to put something very simple in there. I'm going to choose the answer key, and then down here at the bottom is where you can align it to a standard. You can align multiple standards to a single test question, but in order to find those standards, you'll go to Custom Learning Objectives. You'll go to Group, and then you'll find your subject area folder. In this case, I'm looking for high school science, and then these are arranged by the same types of folders. So I'll go into chemistry, I'll find the unit that I'm working with, and within the unit, you'll see the individual standards. So if this test question deals with 2 standards, you would select both of those and scroll down and click the Save button or Confirm. Now that test question has been created, and you'll go ahead and click Save. And so what we've just shown you is how you can add a test question within the question bank. So I'm just going to go back to the top of the tree here by clicking that little up arrow. It'll refresh, and you'll see, again, I'm back to my main list of all of the question banks. When I go inside of this question bank that's related to the standard, all the questions inside of here will be related to that individual standard. In a future video segment, we'll be showing you how to pull questions out of the question banks and build them into a test. Thank you very much.